Hi guys, I will now discuss to you about the control structure. Control structure alter or manipulate the sequential flow of control. There are two types of control structure. First, it is called selection. Selection, the program executes particular statements depending on one or more conditions. Second, repetition. The program repeats particular statements a certain number of times depending on one or more conditions. Now we will proceed to the three types of selection structure. First, it is called one-way selection. Second, two-way selection. Third, multiple-way selection.
Now, we are going to discuss to you the three types of selection structure. The one-way selection, the two-way selection, and the multiple-way selection. The one-way selection or the if statement. In one-way selection, an if statement that consults Boolean expression is followed by one or more statements.
Then, the syntax for one-way selection is if, then the condition, then write the statement when the condition is true.
I will show you how to create a program using one-way selection. We will create a program that will ask you to input a negative number. To start, we need to display this. It asks the user to enter a negative number. Then we will declare the variable number or num. To start the if statement, our condition will be if number is greater than 0. Then we will display the statement that will correspond in the condition. As you can see, the output of the program shows an invalid input because we enter a false answer in the statement. And if we try a negative number, the program will execute.
The two-way selection or the if-else statement. An if statement can be followed by an optional else statement which executes when the Boolean expression is false.
Then, the syntax for two-way selection is if, then the condition, then write the statement when the condition is true. Else, then write the execute when the condition is false.
I will show you how to create a program using two-way selection. To start this program, first, the program needs to ask for the user's age. Then, declare for the variable age. For the two-way selection, write first the condition. Our condition is if the age is greater than or equal to 18, then the user is able to vote. This follows the optional else statement. That declare that the user is not able to vote. Let us now run the program. If we enter 18, the user is able to vote. And if we enter 16, the user is not able to vote.
The last is the multiple way selection, or the if, else if, else. An if statement can be followed by an optional else if. Else statement, which is very useful to test various conditions using the single if, else if statement.
Then the syntax for multiple way selection is if, then the condition 1, then write the statement when the condition 1 is true. Then else if, then the condition 2, then write the statement when the condition 2 is true. Else if, then the condition 3, then write the statement when the condition 3 is true. Else, then write the statement when no one of the above condition is true.
Then I will now show to you how to make a program using multiple way selection. In this program, I will create a program that will execute a grade if it is passed or failed. First, I will type the code that will ask your grade. Then we will declare the variable grade. The first condition, if the grade is less than 75, the grade is failed. Else if the grade is less than or equal 99, the grade is passed. Else, invalid input. After the coding is done, I will now run the program. If I enter the grade 70, the grade is failed. If I enter 90, the grade is passed. But if I enter 100, it is invalid input.
In addition, we are using switch statement. A switch statement allows a variable to be tested for equality against a list of values. Each value is called a case, and a variable being switched on is checked for each case.
Then the syntax for switch is switch, then the variable, case value 1, statement 1, break, optional, case value 2, statement 2, break, optional, then you can have any number of case statements, then default, then optional.
This time, we will create a program using switch statement that will determine the days of the week.
To start the program, we will display and the program will ask the user to enter a number to identify the days of the week. Then, we will now declare a variable day. To start the switch statement, we will switch the variable day as an expression, and it will be clauses with a parenthesis. Then it will be followed by the cases. Since we only have 7 days of the week, we will only have 7 cases. And we will now print or display the statement. And it will be followed by an optional break. This break will terminate each cases. Now, on case number 2, we will print that today is Tuesday, and so on with the other cases. And now, as a default, we will print this statement. It will also have a break. Now, as we run the program, the program will ask to enter a number to identify the days of the week. So if we press number 1, it will print that today is Monday. If we press 2, it will print that today is Tuesday, and so on. But if we press number 8 and above, it is invalid because we only have 7 cases and 8 is out of boundaries. So this is how we use switch statement.
Now, you can make your own program using selection structure. Hope you understand and learn in this video tutorial. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye-bye!